Alex met his future wife Mary when he was 22 and she was 19. They started dating on the third day, and 2 months later he found out that he will be a father. Alex, of course, was shocked, and his parents panicked. Their only son, a university student, had just started his master's degree, and such a responsibility as a child was now completely out of time. They supported their son and said that no one could force him to marry, and they would accept whatever he chose. But Alex acted like a decent man and didn't leave Mary alone with an unexpected pregnancy. The guy decided he was ready to be a father and a husband. Alex and Mary quietly and modestly married, and 5 months later they had a son. Alex switched to a distance learning program and got a job, then opened his own small business. He worked 14 to 15 hours a day, tirelessly, to provide a good life for his family. He was hardly ever home, so they started living with his mother-in-law, who helped Mary with the baby while Alex made the money. And after a while, Alex found out that his wife was cheating on him with his friend. At first, he was furious. He was very hurt because he had sacrificed everything for Mary and the baby. He had been working like hell just so they wouldn't need anything, and she betrayed him. For a while, he moved in with his parents. Mary called, begged forgiveness, manipulated the child because she knew that Alex loved him very much. For months, the woman had been pleading with her husband to forgive her, promising that it would never happen again, and she would make sure he never regretted coming back to the family. With great difficulty, Alex overcame himself, returned to Mary and tried not to remember her betrayal. But the worm of doubt began to devour him from within. His trust was at zero. After a while, they moved into a rented apartment. Alex still worked hard, but without the same tenacity. The scandals began, although Alex tried to overcome himself for the sake of his son and did everything so that his wife did not suspect how much he hated her. One day, after a scandal, he went to bed in his son's room, and at night he heard the sound of a message coming. The man always slept very soundly, but suddenly it was as if fate itself had awakened him. Alex never got into his wife's phone, considering it a personal thing, but this time he decided to read the night text message. At first, Mary tried not to give her smartphone to him, and only after threats and an ultimatum she told him the password. Alex unlocked the phone and was stunned. It appeared that the meetings with her lover had continued, and she had been writing hot messages to him, saying that she missed him and loved him. After that, Alex filed for divorce the very next day. Promiscuous affairs, partying in clubs, drinking. He lived like that for 6 months. During that time, he got into debt, lost everything he had gained. One day he woke up and realized he was at rock bottom. He was disgusted by what he had become. Alex pulled himself together and started to pay his debts, stopped going to parties, but he also stopped trusting women forever. Of course, he still communicates with Mary because she is the mother of his son, but deep inside there remained a resentment for the betrayal. There is nothing Alex can do about it, and this resentment prevents him from living a full life. That's the story. There are different situations in life, but for our own good, we must learn to forgive the offences we have suffered and live our own lives, where there is no place for the old grudges that coldly squeeze the heart and do not allow us to get better.